Test. Yep, that's working. Test. There we go. Right, that's better. I foolishly was playing around with my audio settings before I started and I didn't test that my mic was going to work, so that's what happened there. Right. Only 5 minutes down the drain. It's fine. So, where were we last? So we were literally about to fight old, rather large Vorfrey and put him in his place. Yes, so we managed to get our way up to the volcano / mountain. Here we are on top of it. And yeah, we fought through the sort of dungeon that was kind of building itself as we were going through it. And now we're finally working our way up to fighting Vorfrey and seeing where that's going to go. So I had a quick look at what the fight involves, just because it's like a 8-man. It doesn't look too difficult, but I know my gear kind of sucks, so this is going to be interesting. But we'll give it a go and see how it goes. See how long it takes us to actually get in. It's saying 8 minutes. So yeah, I don't think there's too much left after this. I have no idea, to be fair. But we've still got all of the patches after as well. And this isn't actually a level 80 quest. It's 79, so I imagine there's quite a bit after this as well. And then yeah, of course, all of the like patch 5.1, 5.2, and obviously the current one is 5.3. Look, I'm still using level 70 stuff. This is not going well, but it'll be fine. I suppose I don't have to wait here, do I? Could be doing something else. While we wait. Bit immersion breaking, but I guess I can't queue for like... Oh, maybe I can. I've never won this. Ever. I've been close, but I've never won it. Oh. Oh. Click. Knowing my luck, I'll get I'll get into the dungeon when I'm just about to finish it or something. Wait, why is everyone coming over here? Do they know something I don't? There's a lot of people here. Sure, I'll be fine. Oh, this is not looking good. Oh no, we're alright. That's falling this way. Tally ho! Greed. Major greed. No. Or someone got knocked out. Oh! Oh yeah, I forgot that. Oh, of course. I always do that. I've done that so many times. Because the gold disappears, I always forget. Oh, I deserve that. Let's see if anyone wins. I don't think I've ever seen this many people doing it. Seems to be like peak. Well, kind of. It's kind of late. It's not really peak for EU. I guess for a Friday, maybe. This one, just because it's closest to me. Probably wrong. Most have gone for this one. Oh, big upset. See ya. I love that. I love how everyone gets knocked out. And then there were 4. Is it 4? We got 4 left. Oh, that's gonna knock someone. There's one. See ya. Then there were 2. Oh, they finished. Man, I must have been so close when I did it. That one time, I must have literally got to that like second to last one. I don't even know what you win. Just I guess more points. I'm a little bit worried about my gear for this. I don't have anything else I can equip, do I? Oh, that's level 61. That's not going to work. Oh. I hate when they're middle ones. We'll chase the high 24. Didn't quite get there, but that's not too bad either. Again, another middle one. Oh, we could get the low here as well. Whatever. It was nothing good there. Man, I got middles every time. Yeah, that made the most sense. There's no 1, 2, 3. Is that 24? No. 23. I can't count. 22. Whatever. I was never getting anything good there. How am I doing for my Q? Need some tanks and 3 DPS. I hope this other healer can prop me up because I'm not feeling confident. Come on, we're over the average time now. What else I can do? Sell my crap. Yep, definitely don't need those. It's well, that's not worth anything. Oh, it's used for something, so I'll keep that. That's useful. That can go. Why have I held on to so much rubbish? I don't know. Wait, do I need this for something? Yeah, I'll keep that. Yeah, I'll keep that. Basically anything above 50 I want to hold on to. That can go. Probably need this. Yep. And that, I'm pretty sure that's useful as well, and that's just a better version of that. I'll keep that. I doubt I'm going to use it, but I'll keep it anyway. How am I hoarding crap? That can go. That can definitely go. Not sure that was worth even using the slot up on. Wow, that can definitely go. This is optimistic, but maybe someone will buy it. Oh god, what have I got these for? Wait, aren't these used for something though? Nope. Not worth much. This is barely worth doing. Terrible. Why have I got these? Because they looked cool. Probably what I thought. My quality does sell for 1,000. I have a feeling this is not going to sell for that much. Oh yeah, I'm full. That's fine. We've got some more space back. Ah, more crap. I don't even know what this is for. Oh, I hate that you have to actually select the option. There we go. Sure. Is it used for anything? Nothing I'm going to be making. Oh. Quick. 3, 2, 5. Ah, of course you can't. Oh, they were waiting for me. Can't even remember what I have to do here. Don't stand in crap.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
It's amazing you managed to say that without moving his mouth. Cool, I don't have to shield. That's good. Oh god, a countdown. Oh yeah, I have to like remember how to do this. Ooh. Yeah, check this one. And you turn around. What's ranged? This is ranged. Throw one of these out. Lovely. Now it actually gets hard. Wow, he turned into that? That's very wishful. This is what he sees himself as, I imagine. Hey, we got a balance. I realise I'm only giving my things to the one dude, or the two I know what they are. Oh, they made this better than the video I saw. Wow, I nearly died. I was so close to dying there. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I need to stay here, right? I can't kill that. Tethered on, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm getting overwhelmed. Ow. Just heal everybody. Just keep everyone alive. that guy's disconnected, yeah. Oh no, he was like my definite range dude. I think this is ranged as well. God, we're taking so much damage. No! I'm not paying attention. Oh, it killed me. Oh, wait. I don't think I did anything wrong there. I'm not sure, actually. It's hard casting it and hit and the tank's like that. Wow. Oh, I can't believe I died. I felt like I didn't fuck up much, except for that bit where I was running around like I had no idea what the hell I was doing. Well, at least it's down. We did it. Props to that guy. We obviously have to greet them. We did it! This guy, yeah, he's gone. Two commendations. I'm not sure if I deserve it. I died. He's dead. He's so butthurt about him not listening to him and being like, oh yeah, I'll be a good boy. Right. Green, we've done this. Is that all free? Oh yeah, she didn't see the whole grand transformation. It's finally out for them. Now night will return to all of Nordland, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Oh, okay. Oh, get comfortable. I'm ready. I just hope I don't have to read too much. Oh, we still... Okay, I'll shut up.
But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. And I am a god. That is why I was born, as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me, worshipped me.
Yeah, through manipulation.
How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you. Help me, damn you! I am your god!
See ya. And now we need to see if we can absorb this rather large amount of light. Is the nice way of saying it.
Look, the sky.
I'm gonna say this again, it just happens to be nighttime every time that I do this. Seems like there is still a day-night cycle. Oh, what's going on?
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
Is this Daddy
To be
Vorfrey?
subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir.
No.
You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
No, here he is, twisting the knife.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal. One that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Yeah, so this is Daddy Vilfrey, I guess. So he kind of, or Emmett Sept, put this into motion.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Now
Are
what?
you all right? Say something!
"12 for Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time."
It's changing back.
Oh.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
We need you to get back. This was the plan, I guess.
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. "'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well."
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
He's a cat.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Was that a gunshot? Of course.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be.
I'm the
I
disappointment.
placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
Yeah, let's call him out. We know this.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. But thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light.
I'm kind of controlling it.
She, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Lightwardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried.
Literally puking light.
You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a sin eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into sin eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorfrey achieved through bliss, you achieve through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero. Exarch! I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest.
Tempest.
There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell. Eater.
We're fine now.
Ah, finally.
What happened?
After you collapsed, Sept vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
There's the light back everywhere now.
It's like this all over. the whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Nice. You're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gorg, yes? I was here at my station as always when they carried you in on the makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigour. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, has everyone rather concerned to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel good enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Braggy was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Right. We've got to lie to everyone effectively and say, oh yeah, it's not us. What are these quests? Oh yeah, they're the like classes, so to speak, quests. Is that Braggy? Bragi? Bragi? Well. Look who's back from the dead. It was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so. And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked white. What is this world coming to? Moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crystarian folk stand tall and do what must be done. Trade with Ilmor is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem to fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamil was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you would ever wish to see. Let me tell you. Gotta reassure the masses. Oh yeah, it's over here. This is the one I keep always go to the wrong place. Not anymore. Chesamil. You're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Reen was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was a little any of us could have done for you in any case. As your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces growing ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. Excuse me. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. Ah, and our own Morin has been a little better. I'm afraid. Has been, I'm afraid. Okay. He hasn't left the cabinet. Too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. Kind of threw me off. Normally you wouldn't say that if it was like a positive being a negative. Speak with Morin. That one. The Cabinet of Curiosity. Right, Morin, where are you? Morin. Confound it! This says the same as the last. Maybe I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Neve, is it truly you and not some figment of my imagination? Oh, but it is wonderful. It would seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the light wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over hundreds of tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch. And thus do I feel his absence all more keenly. Now that you're awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might be in earnest. Sorry. Catalyst, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle. Though against that what foe, we are yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. I think I need to get water or something. One sec. Right. My body's just not used to all this reading. Speak with Catalyst. Where is she? Oh, just there. Let's run. I'm trying to work out where I need to go. Is it up higher than I think? Yeah, it is. Unless I can go through here? Probably not. Damn. Should teleport. Feels bad, man. We still can. Where does everyone go? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what you said to me. Never mind. We got there eventually. Alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright. You know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe we would have won the day, and the Exarch would still be here. I don't know about that. I did die though, so maybe. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. That's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns of materials. And I'm just not sure we have that kind of time. Sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Hi! No tally ho. Greetings, Gilliard. The master of the stairs is running on his own errands now, is he? Well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. I read that servers as like a computer server. Like, what the hell? That makes no sense. Never mind that. I'm thinking of our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean old Grennolt. God, these names. He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue there. I try and avoid reading the names if I can, because I'm never saying it right, I'm sure. What good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of him since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like. Once he latches onto an idea, he's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many the tale I've told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being. But on the off chance you do encounter him, you'd be wise to take advantage of this brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to that word, eh? Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. Don't suggest partaking my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I have a regular who's eager to meet you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Here, we can't forget the heart upon which this city was founded, or the Exarch might not have have much of a home to return to. But you're right. I think to a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while up top of the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery. The exarch often liked to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Wasn't there like a lookout over there? I don't know if I got it. Nope, it's still there. We're totally going for this. We'll do what we need to do first. Look out upon the zone or the area. Stupid lights back. Pesky light.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
Yeah, don't rub it in. Yeah, I feel this way, personally. It is all just a mess.
Aye. An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
It's a fist bump. Hell yeah.
Well,
Don't leave him
come on
hanging.
then. As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Oh, she can't see him as well.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never, ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower?
Oh, her wings are like... Oh, just in that little scene there, it was kind of hurting my eyes.
Beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. are cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
Okay, I was
Stand
wrong.
in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer.
I was wrong about the Exarch.
But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
And it turns out the Exarch was a good boy all along. Not sure why he tried to make it out like he was bad for like 10 seconds, but I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, we want to do this. Oh, this looks like a really slow... failure. But I imagine that was kind of the right way of doing that. Is sprint gonna matter here? Let's just get rid of it. We did it! Second time! Look out. What are we doing now? Gather information on the Crystal Exarch. I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro. That's what they're called. What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I'm happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any in this city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us, but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day, the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Interesting. Hassad. It's good to see you're awake and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has any fresh insights to share, then it would be Captain Lena, and she's lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born. And the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like a grandfather and granddaughter. Imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you do decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post, at the Ancestor Gate. So we're back at the library again. and... Was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research into this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell you as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch? Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history. If that is what interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes, or Voberites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, but he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of a royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so akin to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, it would seem that the mystery that remains unsolved to this day. So we got nothing from that. Oh. It's gonna be Lena, right? I love this zone, it looks so cool. I was not told you had awoken. A welcome surprise. Now if only the Exarch would have returned to us. You're saying you would have preferred the Exarch back than me? It's not very nice. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Calusia, the Exarch entrusted me with this key. It opens the door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. Umbilicus. Ugh, that doesn't sound nice. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions. The battle with the Rothri loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. I've determined that you cannot know. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? I am not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Damn right, let's find out. Does he have a dark secret? Probably not. I hate these pictures. Spoilers? Question mark? Come, meet me in the ocular and I will unlock the door with him. Like, I like that those pictures are there at the start of each quest, but they really shouldn't be giving away what's about to happen. Where do we need to go? That was the right one. Captain is expecting us.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
What we gonna find? Many books. Many. Being an understatement there.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatir, then? By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
He's from
Thou
the future?
hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
He's messing with the timelines.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery.
Where have we seen this before?
Murder. People cried out in despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished.
That's what Emmett Selk said.
Others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The Warrior of Light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again, and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die.
So yeah, Oriange did know about
Knowing
it.
what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Right, he never did see. He was told the information, rather than seeing
Is this truly thy wish?
a glimpse of it, right?
At this point in time, I yet travel with the Warrior of Light in Eorzea, and I would not have matters here interfere with that of all episodes in my life. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Wait. He's the guy that you're doing the Crystal Tower quests with. I haven't done them yet. I haven't done them. I did like the start of it, and I know I am aware that. Okay, interesting. I did not know it was him.
Light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
Well, we gotta rescue him, right? So he's the guy. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't realize that until now. I can't remember his name.
We should be on our way. Diassian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Right. So yes, he is, the Exarch is the guy that you are doing the Crystal Tower quest with. I can't remember the guy's name. I might even have the quest still. This guy. He's in this picture. That's him. Yeah, that's what Oriange said his name was. Wow! I can't believe I didn't realise that until now. Oh, even with the face reveal, I didn't even notice. Oh, I've done this in the terribly bad order. I know with the patch you were forced to do this at some point. So maybe, hopefully it makes sense when I do it. I believe you are forced during the story, so... Oh, that's cool. I like that. Because that's like what? That's like they came out with a main game, like before any expansions. From what I understand. Very cool. Did you find the answers you sought? If there's nothing more you need, I'll go and lock the door. Let's ask about the Tempest, since we don't know how to get there. That's a name given to the seas by which Kalusia is bound. If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an Amaro to fly you over to the waters, but... Do you mean to leave right this moment, alone? I'm not sure that. Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessing of the Shadow, and I shall wait for your safe return. Thanks. The Tamers at the launch, they will lend you a beast to carry over the Tempest. I only hope you'll be close enough to where you want to be, okay. So that's how you get there. This sounds very much a lot of underwaterness, so let's see how this goes. You require an Amaro. Just a moment, I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water? The depths of the Tempest? They can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor... Come on, man, I need a ride. Oh no. Throwing up our light again.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
Hey, birdies.
Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Too late.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is
It's nothing new.
but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
I mean, I kind of feel this way, but I also understand. I'm a danger to those around me. You guys should stay behind.
I understand the precarious nature of thy condition. Nonetheless, it is my wish to remain at thy side for as long as I am able.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Yeah. Don't promise what you
please.
can't
You know Reen was
fulfill.
only trying to help.
Silly child.
Of course, I know only too well. But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No, the least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
God, no conversations private here, is it?
You told them!
No! Well, it's not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions.
Turns out that was
Long
true.
had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, 'twas clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Eat him! That's right!
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where they're not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Well, I was about to fly to this Tempest base. Let's give him a bit of positivity. There's nothing I can do to cleanse you of your light's corruption, but I'll do everything in my power to keep it in check. If the Warden's ether overwhelms you again, you will become a Sin Eater, so please save your strength for when that time matters. When the time matters. When the time comes. The volunteers who journeyed to Cluja have all safely returned to their homes. Also assured us that they will do our best to hold the Eaters at bay in our absence. Gods know you've spent enough time charging into danger on our behalf. It's only fair that we return the favour. I once said that I wanted to fight for Estinian. I wanted to save him, not let him be sacrificed for a cause. And now I say the same to you. I wonder how old Estinian's getting on. Just so you know, we will not look kindly on any further attempts to leave us behind. We do this together. we plan to commandeer an Armano for the journey to the open sea. Oh, did you plan to commandeer? Yes. I fear the following dive down onto Emmett Selt's underwater abode would drain even a your lengthy stamina. We consider it the most effective method to reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we have arrived to an elegant solution. We have yet to discuss this step. I suggest we conclude such pressing business as remains in the Crystarium. Once the sea closes above our head, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. Let's go. The storm-tossed seas. Your affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. We must needs have a means to breathe and fight freely. I would petition the aid of the Fae, a being of whom I have yet to meet face to face. One sec. Anyway, rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee follow me onto the hamlet of Sullen, which lieth to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. Okay, so there's... Oh, we're gonna go to the Fae. Is that where we're going? Okay. I think we're better off just teleporting out, aren't we? I thought I had another quest here, but I guess not. This is just called Weed. Okay. Weed, brick, not lap. Sounds like a code for something. Right, we're here. Can you discern a hump on the isle rising above the water? To the west. This thing. That foliage-covered mass. This hides the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. We will soon find the reason for mine insistence. Though it may be too much my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou may glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Yeah. Whoops. Down we go. This center should go up, which is interesting because I'm sure he said dive down. Alright, fine. And that's saying down now. Locals call this the Isle of Ken, which I presume must refer to the knowledge. Either that someone or someone was being awfully zealous about marking his territory. Okay, everyone's on here, but it's saying to go down. But when I was underwater, it was saying go up. And everyone is on the island. There's nothing up here. It has to be under. He was talking about going under. It has to be. And now it's saying down, right? A suspect rock formation. Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Is the surface gently shifting, or is that just your imagination? It's like some fake walls going on. Oh, I see. It wasn't. It was literally just a slightly up, right? Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of a giant stone eyelids. Oh god, it's actually alive. It's like a whale or something. Yeah, it kind of does look like a whale. That's like a fin or something. Horn. Is there another fin on the other side? Yep, there is. It's gonna be... And look, another horn. It's gonna come alive. Yeah, it does look like, what was his name? Ancient Fey entity. Ooh. Bismarck, yeah. Yeah, the Varnavanu. Who I absolutely despise. I would enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and hence banish the water with an airy sphere, alike inform to the domes which do shelter the hamlets beneath the Ruby Sea. Now, lots of references here. Within its compass we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh. That is most likely shall. Now I must needs ask to silence while I make my supplication. You just told me to shut up.
Wir Sach, Ilan Bismail.
You can talk. The other one couldn't. Or if he could, he never did.
Fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alina.
Van urs atslir. Olfod thim. Iri guath thi.
We've been there. That's all I want as well.
I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
Let's get the fail. Ooh. Hey.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight.
God, she gives you so much crap for not calling her.
I shall help you in any way I can.
And then she gives you crap for calling her.
Yes, Bismel win picked. Van dromi drom jakom. Van red rithje.
Ahai Una, Sahawin Ulsk. Ismel Rim, Sur Dierlo.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Lo fallo Ruiz. Van in Narsitar. Dir Sidagnai.
How kind of you. I'd like to think there's people on the shore that are like, what the hell? The island's flying away? Yes, you've seen correctly. That is indeed a flying island.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was. What was
Your mind is about to be blown, mate.
100 years of honey and rainbows. Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? Do you see that?
Yeah, pretty much this reaction.
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Oh, here comes the
Whoa, yeah! It's not stopping! Run! Run!
Man, it totally looks like Sin, doesn't it?
Vanana Anna. Tilden Silo.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
Iri Halmsi. Thunne. Aktva von Yasni. Agnai.
We're on land. At the bottom of the ocean, apparently.
Wow.
Oh, I'm loving this. This is cool.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Cool. Liking this. I dare say Oriange endured much playful attention from the pixies to learn the lore of Bismarck. He is nothing if not a dedicated scholar. Yeah, quite lucky he decided to learn their language. With all that water out of the way, we'll be able to venture quite some distance. Sept must be hiding around here somewhere. It's amazing, I can't even see the surface. It's very bizarre. So it's a big bubble that we're in. Bismarck must be a powerful indeed to create a dome of this size. And we pray to whichever gods are listening that it continues to hold. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't collapse. I remember being impressed by the domes of the Ruby Sea, but this makes them look like bubbles in a stream. Oriange. Full glad I am that Bismarck was true to his word. He wasn't sure. We arrived in the Tempest safe and dry. It is here that we shall find the lair of Sept, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For an Ascian alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee onto the rift, yet I suspect such a travel is nigh impossible when mortal in one's custody. He would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as a key to the Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus I am all but certain that this underwater realm harboureth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them. We got some oysters on our way down. In the event that you leave the area, speak with someone at the Mayans in Clusia to return. I think it's got a quest for us. Now, as for where we should be looking, I rather doubt Sept will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. Oh, that's very, very kind of you. Wow, this is a big area. I'm already liking the very cool fishy type stuff. Mobs. Oh, they attack each other. I need to check for it. Not forgetting about these this time. This outcrop seems natural enough. What do you mean? Oh. Bloody leeches. What did you say? I think Thancred has the right idea, but I can't help wonder what Sept would be doing down here without the aid of gills and fins. Well, what does he need them for? He's immortal, right? The ocean floor is a strange place to be, of course, but this ether, just like naught I've ever seen. Oh, they're just sort of chilling there. Okay. Oh, cool sea snails. East. Let's go have a look. Kill the ether currents while we're on our way down. That's where we need to go. Oh, I hope it's not all the way up there. I should be able to see it. Oh, it is all the way up there. I wonder if it's around here or around there. Does not look like it's around here, but I'd hate to go the other way and find it's this way. Yeah, it's definitely the other way. Oh, there is a thing here though. With a dry return. I think this is the only way to get there. I get this weird blue glow effects on these walls. I've seen this before. Oh, it's a reflection of me. I thought it was like a graphical glitch. Oh, there's a lookout there. All these guys would have been underwater, right? So I assume they're okay being out of the water for a little bit. Especially, like, what about all the fish and stuff? Suddenly just a random bubble disappears in the middle of the ocean. I imagine a lot of fish and stuff will get caught in it. It's poor fish. Southwest, that's where we're going. There's like a building down here. Help the old fishman out. This is Sahagin, right? An Aetheryte. See what these guys are all about. Oh, they call you finless ones as well. Oh, damn. Skipped it by accident. Whoops. So this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Oh yeah, he traded with them, didn't he? So the idea initially to get to Yormore, Alpha had the idea that he was going to trade something with these guys to get pearls so he could make jewelry. Because you needed a talent to be able to get into Yormore. And that was going to be his unique talent, was a jewelry maker. Anyway, pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We're not aware of your people live. We were not? What? I can't read. We were not aware of your. Oh my god. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding. Chieftain, what are we to do? Cute little guys, eh? Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones? We'll be whatever you want us to be. The mysteries have stirred. We have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave. Well, we best get going then. I'm not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? No, seems not. I suggest we withdraw. I sink to myself with it. I'm fine. So what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon Ondo's local knowledge. Yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be Elmet Silk's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return? We cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ondo refuse to speak with us... Ondo? It's probably Ondu, isn't it? I imagine. Do you remember my first scheme for entering Yormore? How I had, planned to integrate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondu? The individual I dealt with was reticent in matter and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with that right approach, we can build a similar relationship here. What kind of approach did you have in mind? The chieftain didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate his beginning. It is plain out all too dramatic arrival has thrown this settlement into confusion. Are we to solve such problems as we have caused and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them? They may yet prove amenable to reason. Oh my god. I smell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly. What do you think? I have nothing better to offer, but I do worry what will happen if the Ondu's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has deeper connections to the Asians when it first meets the eye. It wants thorough investigation, thus I cast my vote in favour of aiding their settlement for a time being. Let's do what we do best. You'll show our privacy with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. We're befriending them, as is tradition. Let's see what Alphino's got to say. You won't believe who I've just bumped into. The very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay on Yulmore. I waited and you did not come. Then the Mistral came and his visits did not continue. I am truly sorry. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by the way of an apology? Perhaps, where the dry return, a cavern to the north is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, for we are the swifter swimmers. But now there is no water. We run, and they scuttle close behind, snipping and snapping with their claws. There are too many. Too many. I believe I can be of assistance. And what of you, Neve? If you've not found a task, you are most welcome to join me indeed. I should appreciate the company, where the dry return has a rather ominous ring to it. Where are we going? North? Yeah. We were just there as well. Oh, this is not the way. Even though the map would lead you to believe it is. Got very confused there for a moment. So we need to fight some crabs. Oh, it's those blue swimmer things. The little crabs. He's cool looking, like a manta ray. It's like an evil seahorse. I admit I was kind of hoping for a little bit of swimming down here, but it's fine. At least there's a couple. They're doing a lot of damage. You know what's weird is that you just don't seem to get any loot from anything. Like, in the very base game, everything you kill seems to drop stuff, but in all of the expansions, items just seem so uncommon. I mean, it's good for my inventory space, but it's a little bit less interesting, you know? Using bubble beam on me. that all I need to do? Looks like it. Oh, the teleport played like twice there. Cured your crabs. You could crack their shells? You must be stronger than you look. Yeah, what were you doing, Alphano? Oh, he was competing. Well, there was no competition, of course. I see you've reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we've reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number. My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward. This was to be part of my apology to you, remember? Besides, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I'd very much like to learn more about you and your people. Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam aimless and lost until they spied buildings here in the ocean floor. And they are buildings. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water, yet somehow they had spared the scars of time and the current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern their truth. That was going so well. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such time as they had returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming and this great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design, you will find a warm welcome here. An astonishing story, yet I cannot help but wonder how will the significance or otherwise of our arrival be decided. The ancients have blessed us with the protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter. Then it would seem our earlier decision was the correct one. We thank you for the lesson, and will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. We should return to the task at hand. Only, do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. Wow, look at requests. And there's only one I actually care about, or two. This one, because of this. Hail, Finless One, and welcome to the Cups. Long have I waited to converse with one of your kind. How may I address you? Curious. Before we speak at length, there is something I would show you. Let's leave behind the cups and head due west. Oh, he's just luring me away. I don't know what he wants to do. Could be anything. Let's see what his shoulder's got. Have you learned of anything of note? Precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. God, your shoulders just take me somewhere as well. Why is this level 70? Wait, is this the right way? I guess. it's not, because I have to go up. Wow, there's a really long way down here. And this is not the way. That music's awesome. Love that. Yeah, we should be up here. So there's like a lower level and an upper level. Like a whole huge cave over there. It's nuts. It's a crate. These are relics of your kind, yes? The leavings of a ship that sailed the seas above long, long ago. They lie as they fell, untouched by the Ondu, for most have little interest in the affairs of the Finless. I, however, do. Ever since I was saved by one of yours, after being washed ashore, weary and near death. Such kindness is a rare and wonderful thing, and I would know more of the people who showed it to me. And so I ask you, teach me of your ways. These objects, for example, what purpose do they serve? How are they to be used? I mean, you knew it was a boat, right? Gestures to the Nilbel debris, entreating you to inspect them closely and offer up detailed explanation. What are we looking at here? Some wine. On the debris, by what bits around, so several shattered bottles of wine. Such fragile containers they were. I suspect they once contained something of great value. What can you tell me of their purpose? They're getting completely sloshed. They were used to store intoxicating spirits. They were used to make makeshift weapons. Well, it's the spirits, but yeah, you could use it as a weapon if you wanted. Fragrant liquids which cloud the mind. I've heard these before. Do Finless ones delight in dulling their wits? Yes, they damn well do. Steering wheel. Ship's wheel. That was carved from wood from one of your many trees, yes? What purpose does this peculiar contraption serve? It is used... Oh my god, one of the options would wear it as a hat. I wish I could. The vessels your kind use to traverse our waters, then without a wheel, it is at the mercy of the wind and the currents. I see. I feel like he got a lot more information from it than I gave him, but it's fine. Thank you. In our short time together, you have already taught me so much. I pity that none of these pearls of wisdom will serve my needs. It's gonna be like, well, stop wasting your time. What are you thinking wandering off on your own with this Finless one? There is no time for you to fiddle with their leavings. The Clutch Mother is terrible distress. No, you do not understand. I brought her here to... Massive delay. Pray forgive this child. Forgive this child his impotence. I am... Yeah. And on behalf of the Clutch Mother, I come to entreat your assistance. I can't say the names. I couldn't say the names even if they said it out loud. It seems you do not realise that in driving back the waters of the Tempest, you have placed our beloved Clutch Mother, leader of the Ondu, in mortal peril. She is pregnant. Here in the depths, she will give birth to many, many eggs. We male Ondu will then take them into our care and raise them as our own. But absent from flowing waters, we know not if she will be able to deliver them safely. If not, the future of our people will be in jeopardy. I mean, the bubble's not that big, right? The flood of the light claimed many Ondu lives. Though we have rebuilt our numbers somewhat in the decades since, it would be devastating to lose an entire generation, or worse, the Clutch member herself. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. He wishes to speak with you directly, that we might together find a solution to this dilemma. We return with to me to the compass. Sure, I've just got to speak to your Stola first though. Come, I will not let you trouble our guest or the Clutch mother further. Everything I've done for her. Right, let's go see your Stola. See what it is exactly she wants us to look at. Probably this building. Now, there are two tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Ondu settlement and note their most distinctive characteristics. For the second, I wish you to use a knife to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Pray be it as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigations. Let's survey the buildings with our magic telescope. Right, what are we looking for? A distinctive window. The tall standard tower feature many elaborate windows, the likes of which you have seen nowhere else. Is that it? Why do I always think there's going to be more to this? Just scrape this with a knife. You set the point of the knife against the wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. Well, that was no good. There is a aether current kinda close. Oh, I don't like that. Northwest. Is it up here? Yeah, there it is. Alright, we'll get there eventually. Back to your Stola. And what have you discovered? I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. It would seem that the structures appear to be the same to both your sight and mine. You could say you could not scratch as... And you say you could not so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade? This window's like in the rock. Everywhere I turn in this place, my gaze is drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. Buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you that is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several mineral properties blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkan Empire was the greatest power in Novran, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. But if it's not the Ronkans, then who? Who were these ancients of the Ondu claim as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies with the reason Sept withdrew here to the Tempest. He may simply have wished to retreat somewhere mere mortals would struggle to reach. But there are many such remote locations. Why here specifically? Sept is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of strongholds somehow serves the Ascian agenda. Or mayhap it is a place more dear to him than any other. Are you saying this was built by the Ascians? Could this place provide power to Sept? I couldn't say either. Well, it's obviously built by the Ascians, right? That is my theory, that these structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of the umbral calamities, but here in the first they might have remained untouched for millennia. Don't know where I got "had" from there. A copy of the mural in the Kitina Revel. Ammit presented it to me during my visit to Fano after our victory in Kalusia. That's a hell of a sentence, isn't it? It's a drawing. Here, in the first scene, Sept's own words, it depicts a city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. Oh yeah, these are the drawings that were on the walls. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected? We are close to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surrounds for another tower, one which matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, not more than sand and more sand lies to the east, and the south held no such structures. Let's just retry our luck further to the northwest. You may view the Ravel blah 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 blah. Quest destination will not be displayed on the map. We must search for the structure which resembles the buildings in the mural, then inspect it from the survey point. The survey point will be found nearby in a location which allows a full view of the structure. Okay, so it's northwest. So we're looking for something that matches that picture. Building wise. So I imagine just look for a building and we'll see. Wow, there's a lot of base on them moving. Probably gone a bit too far northwest, or north at least. It's fine, we can follow this wall around. Still no building. Thinking I'm too far north now, so... Oh, what was that? Oh, nothing. Oh, it looks like there's like a cave there. Let's try in here. It's like the evil Ondos. I have a feeling it's not in here, but we're gonna look anyway. Yeah, it's definitely not in here. Oh, we've got a long way to go. So this cave was the wrong way. So it's probably a bit more southwest. I'm really not seeing where any buildings or anything. This is kind of hard to see. Ah, how did I miss this? This should have been a dead giveaway. This doesn't really look like the structures in the picture. Not to me, anyway. Still need to find like a vantage point, right? Let's just check this again. Ah, yeah. It's this thing at the bottom. Okay, so we found the green thing. Let's just give it a good look around the sides. Wonder if we have to get up high. Aha, here we go. It's actually faced the right way. So did they like teleport the city or something? This is the mural writ large. I was looking for buildings like the taller ones, not this little green thing. I cannot guess at its purpose. It must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder? Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins, countless layers of dust and sediment, an entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except a handful of Asians. And yet it did exist. They lived here in this city. But let us focus on what we've learned thus far. The Ondu chieftain spoke of mysteries stirring, of land illuminated. Judging by his words, he believes this phenomenon relates to the Ancients' return. Thus can we summarize that what the Ondu saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, yet another remnant of this age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns, as Reen put it, than Emixel himself? It is almost certain he is there. If we are to find this stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Ondu's trust remains our swiftest path. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Thank you for assisting me with my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we've learned. Much as I'd like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you're not too weary, it may be useful to speak with that guy again and ask if there is aught else he's willing to divulge. We did a little task for them as well. Couldn't grab it. Porsche Owen. Alpha and his friend, you and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? Northwest. Yes, that's the sacred site of which I speak. Could it be your footsteps were guided there by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt of your purpose would be laid to rest. Oh no, you will find his workshop in the metal structure to the south. I recognise the name. Let's have a scene while we're here. Beyond this gate resides the Clutch Mother. Approach and hearken to her words. On a guest, I, Clutch Mother of the Ondu, do bid you welcome to our realm. You will forgive me receiving you in this fashion. For the safety and well-being of my children unborn, I must remain within, away from the dangers of without. AKA, we didn't want to do a pregnant model for these hugging guys. As you know, under normal circumstances, this place would be filled with blessed water from which I would draw strength and support to bring these eggs into this world. Alas, I am but half submerged now, and I fear for my ability to fulfill my sacred duty. I am given to understand you and yours are the ones responsible for drawing back the waters of our realm. With good reason, I am sure. However, it is my sincere hope that you will agree to aid us, given that you are responsible for this state of affairs. Fear not, I desire no direct assistance. Rather, I would beg a boon of your people's knowledge of childbirth and how the finless ones ease the burdens of their struggling mothers. Drugs, lots of drugs. Open agent in the matter. Heed these words and answer his questions. That's all I asked. Do you consent? Sure. Thank you. Go well. And it is agreed. However, I must consult with her attendants before we speak further. For now, I bid you go about your business, but we're ready if you're called upon. Wait. Have you a moment to converse in private outside the cups? Out we go. It is a rare thing indeed to be granted an audience with the Clutch Mother. I hope this serves to help you understand how important these eggs are to us. Before you came to the cups, I had been searching for a means to assist her in giving birth. That is why I've been studying the relics of your people. Unfortunately, I found nothing that seemed suitable for this purpose. I cannot stress to you enough how important she is to us. She is a mother to all Ondu, for every egg, brother and sister. We would do anything and everything to welcome them into this world and see them grow into healthy, happy Ondu. There must be a way in which you can help us achieve this end. Okay. Maybe another time, but I just need the ether current and that's that. Where are we going? Okay, so we need to go find this guy. Grendolt. Yeah, I couldn't say his name the first time. Still can't. Okay, let's go. I think there's some ether currents on the way down here as well. East? I suppose there is this big area over here. That's fine. We'll get it. Who are these guys? Oh my god, okay. one east. Let's see if I can get that one. Keep away from these octopus guys. Krakens. Oh, cool crab guy. Oh, he's like a hunt. No, he's awesome. Like a Kabuto. Let's have those. Heading straight for it. There's like a greenhouse or something down here. Oh, it just opens. Hello there. Oh, that's just great. That is. Me mind's playing tricks on me. Look, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or might you be a ghost? Go on, Balshade, feast yourself on me, you rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman who can't what can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dooming hammer. And that's an insult to the bloody sea slugs. He's suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Maybe you can help psych him up. Get psyched. Come on. You'd be trying to raise me spirits now, would ya? Now what you'd expect from a servant of the Netherworld. He's nuts. He has been down here far too long. How the hell has he been down here? I don't know. Unless he can breathe underwater. Have we met before? We might have crossed paths back in the Crystarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Yeah, I do recognise him. I don't know where from, but I do. This is meant to be my underwater sanctuary, a place where I can give myself over to me work, far from distractions over the outside world. And he talks like a pirate, does he? And yet here he stands. Now what's so damn important that you dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? It kind of did drive on Bismarck, if you count him as a car, or a van, or a truck, or a lorry, whatever. Ah, the Ondo's lamp. God's curse me, empty head. I've not even made a start. I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by the sea slug. My delivery date's long past. My workbench is untouched. Wait, I didn't finish. You've heard the beliefs, have you? Bringing light to the ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. And it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. But I just can't. My mind's bleeding blank. It's like I've pissed away my last drop of inspiration. Tell me you've got something to show me. Something that'll give me a muse right to a good kick up the arse. Gladly. Turn round. The Ondu want to honour the coming of the ancients, so their answering lights got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the spark of life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly is not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow and sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? Seeks a particular kind of inspiration, the kind that crystallizes only at the culmination of a long, tragic tale. Complete any of the role quest lines available in the Wandering Stairs in the Crystarium, then return to Grendel once more. I think I've done one of these. I have not done one of these. Okay, any quest lines? I think I have one. It's not that, it's this one. Is it this one? I'm not sure now. Wait, oh. Let's see, the stairs is... What's the quest say for this? Just want to make sure I'm actually picking up the right thing. Oh, is this a side one? Nope. Present something inspiring. And the thing says... Complete any other role quest lines available at the Wandering Stairs in the Crystarium. Yeah, that's gotta be that, because it's specifically related to me being a healer, right? Alright, well let's do this and see if this is what we need. I've done some of this. I can't remember. We're helping a dwarf. Like, I'm healing him basically. I can't remember why we had to come here. Yeah, this guy. He's a heavy drinker. You know, I heard the liquor here ain't fit to drink. But it's not half bad. Gets the job done, and with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Always drowning one now after the other. You think to yourself, I'm so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous, I just can't think anymore. You quietly weep on the inside. I'm sympathetic, I am, but my drinking is important. No, indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels the fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine. You leave me no choice. I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice some sin eaters in the time it takes you to finish off this moored swill here. Just gulp that down and come find me. Southeast of here. You'll see. I have to drink. Oh. A half-finished bottle of alcohol apparently purchased by Gyot sits on the mat. The local concoction within is deep brown, and from its wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. Oh, I'm really looking forward to drinking this. Oh, hells no. A feeling of foreboding, be it an effect of the echo or something more instinctual, overpowers you when you so much as look at the contents of the bottle. You decide to abstain and make up the excuse to tell him later. Very good. Only Maud would enjoy the brew. No one else would ever drink as much as a dwarf. Good. I'm glad we had the option to not drink that. Didn't sound too pleasing. But we can fly. We can just say we drank it. Oh, it's a red one. He looks like an angry boy. We killed a spider sin eater. You two appears to have been roundly bludgeoned by a rather over-enthusiastic maul wielder. See, your average sin eater is no match for me, not with the power of traditional alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here, but I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross. Flattened in all the wrong places with bits poking out and the like, so I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit that is an effective strategy. And now that we've got our Sin Eater patent, you can try out your healing on it. Oh, it is patient. You can try your healing on it. He wants me to heal it? I had to click it apparently rather than actually use the spell. As we thought, nothing. Did you figure out a way? Oh. I think it was never really alive to begin with. Healing magic and sinners don't mix. Have we ever seen one heal? I don't think so. My expertise is more hacking and slashing. Don't most healing magic use ether to tap into creatures' own vitality? Give it a boost. Fill in what's missing, that sort of thing. But Sinnies ain't alive like you and me. Only the light drives them, keeps them going like winding an automaton. And healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. But what is it? I also wonder why it don't come and revive this one. Is it too far away to take notice? Then again, I never heard tell of it appearing at home in a switch. Neither, and so many Sin Eaters got killed there, and you'd think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some Sin Eaters and not others? It's all too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. Right, yeah, because we saw one resurrect another. I wonder how long this chain is. Oh, that poor guy just died. Seemed a bit closer. The Lord stuff's alright. This here is fine ale. At least that's what my body tells me. I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Speaking of, would it kill to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can't be good for you. And the silent staring just makes you even more morose. You won't kill Sophrosine any faster for not drinking. That's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folks. That's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work, figuring out why Sophrosine does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but Right. I don't really want to stop, but it's like nearly 2 AM, so I think it's time to stop. Done quite a bit today, so what have we done? We defeated Vorfree, finally, and he turned into, just before we defeated him, he turned into his sexy appearance. very chiseled look. Of course, then we defeated him. The Exarch tried pulling the light out of us and sacrificing himself to save us. Unfortunately, Emet-Selch had a different idea and decided to shoot him to prevent him from saving us, and then basically stole him and told us to meet him at the bottom of the ocean if we wanted to speak to him again, which has been what we've been aiming for. We got the keys to the Crystal Tower. We had a flashback seeing who the Exarch actually is. It's the young fellow, I can't remember his name. Where is the quest? This guy, who I haven't done the quest chain for, but I believe the story relates to working your way through the Crystal Tower. So that's the Exarch. He told Urianger to lie about being able to see the future and what happens, because he actually is from the future apparently, or has seen the future. It was kind of not very clear. Yeah, then we ended up making our way to the Tempest, which is where we are looking for Emet-Selch. We rode on Bismarck, or the Bismarck of this area, of this land. We got us there and blew a big bubble underwater so we could travel around and find Emet-Selch. We found some Sahagin, which are called Ondo or Ondu, in that area. We're currently assisting them. We found some guy that's under. We found some buildings. Sorry, we found some interesting buildings that look to be Ascian built, that have been there for some time already. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. We found some guy that's been under the, or who works under the water as a. He's been assisting me on Ondu with supplying them materials and promised them a lantern of some kind to light the way for them, for seems to be ceremonial reasons, and that has led us back to helping out this little dwarf, as we can't progress without finding out what happens in this storyline here, which just seems to be helping this drunkard smash up some light wardens and that sort of thing. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. I do plan to stream tomorrow as well, hopefully for longer and in earlier the day, because it's what, 2 AM now. But yes, that's where we're at and that's what we're going to do. So thank you for watching and farewell.